So far, so great. Alright, so I want to switch it around so this. Every time they receive a debuff, we deal stress damage to it. That's going to work amazingly with the abomination and the banshee. Ooh, let's switch those around. Speaking of abomination, yeah, we want the enemies to be debuffed. I think we want Funeral March here. We probably will also want to look into Dread Roar, and Dread Hunger. But we mainly want Funeral March. It makes enemies easier to hit, slower, and less accurate. And that's amazing. Let's see, how is his accuracy? Let's put it 101%. And then after that, I don't know, invest in his horror damage, I guess. Okay, speaking of investing in horror damage, yes. I guess it's cheap to invest in armor. Okay, so for her, horror damage, and do we do a bit of accuracy? Actually, let's do evasion. It's cheap. Now, this guy's a wild one. You can choose which of these fires you want it to be. You want to be better. Ooh. Enemy becomes insane or inspired. And that's just to hit everybody. Oh, but he has to be in the front for that one. I know what I'm going to invest in on this guy. I might have him be a bit more of an all-rounder, just so he can spread some damage. Okay. One way or another, we've got a solid group. Do we want to go up, head for that cultist? The main problem is we don't need the Fountain of Restoration. Yeah, so we're going left. Oh, change of the Banshees costume. That's a good point. Holy shit. Curses enemies for 2 turns when minion uses ability, dealing 6 stress damage with AoE. That's
with the rest.
So good. I don't even... Who do I even put that on? Probably the Banshee. Because she's just going to be throwing out AoEs left and right. Okay, Spook team is way to go. Okay. I mean, I guess I might as well hit them. I kind of want my abomination to be slower. But that's okay. Alright, so we want him to be in... Whenever an enemy receives a debuff, we're good. Because we can do Soprano, which debuffs them, which gets them spooked. This guy doesn't do debuffs that much, but that's okay. Oh, apparently damage over time effects count as debuffs. That's dumb. Alright, next up, Funeral March. That is a fast track to 0 sanity. I love it. More Soprano.
Born was your first mistake. Opposing
Okay,
me,
so it turns out the Reaper does actually have to get the kill. But that's okay. Damn! That was a speed run of a fight. Now, unfortunately, my Banshee took a lot of damage there, so we might want to make a B team. The sad thing is, it's incredibly tempting to actually have my B team be identical to my A team. It is tempting. Let's actually have him invest a little bit into damage. Okay, seeing as we've got crazy stress, I'm actually going to make it so Agony of Fire does a little bit more damage. Alright, so I got 2 talent points. Yeah, let's take a look at this group. She's fully healed. Yeah, let's just have this be the B team for now. Do I have? Yes. Okay, so make a Lich, gain more EXP? Probably. More Digger Souls would be good. Okay, so back to the graveyard. Let's go to the library. The more EXP I gain, the better.
Brick by brick.
Okay. Try something new for Team B. Oh, yeah, what are the other Banshee skins? None and just colorful hair. We'll go with that. Let's see. So let's take a look at minions I can create, because I need good backliners. Unfortunately, I think a lot of my backliners are spookmen. For every 1% sanity, the target's missing inflict magical damage. When they reach 0 sanity, they receive a ton of damage. Huh. All successful attacks against your minions cause the attacker to take stress damage equal to 150% of the damage dealt. That's actually really good. Let's see, because the Wraith is a spooker. He's somewhat a spooker. He can do some damage, but he very much is a stress boy. The zombie is a good nuker. What was the mummy? The mummy was interesting. He also did damage over time curses, and he had a luck down that was real good. Let's see, Vampire, Blood Phantasm. What about Lost Soul? Lost Soul was weird. Stress attack, deals damage. Okay, so stresses 2 people. Heals an ally, then hurts an ally. Right. Lost Soul is risky. Very risk-reward. Mixed on those. I mean, otherwise, we could actually get a second Reaper. Nah, it's boring. Otherwise, we could go goofy, have Zombie, Bone Golem, Blood Phantasm, and go for Big Boom. I usually go more powder, but maybe I don't want to do more powder. Because, yeah, usually I would just go more powder a bunch. Let's take a look at this guy for a second. So Buckshot hits a bunch of people. Oh, he has to be in the front for that one. Is there any alternative? No, there's no alternatives. Because, yeah, I don't really want a zombie as a frontliner.
Perfection takes time and proper ingredients.
They're not terrible. So, usually when I'd use zombies in the past, I would put them in the back. And just have them pack more powder for, like, one hell of a bombardment. But I don't actually know if that's worth it. This is a tough one. Because I know the Headhunter is great. Because I think eventually, yeah, if this attack kills an enemy, we gain an extra part. I think what I really need to do is actually just get some Dampier's, Ghouls, and Unfrozen. Wait, Lich. We haven't looked at the Lich yet. He deals damage, buffs an ally, kills an ally. Deals damage to all allies and enemies except for itself. That's... I want to try the Lich, but every time I look at the Lich, I'm just like... How do you do this guy in such a way that it doesn't absolutely screw you over? I guess you could maybe do it with a bunch of bone golems. Maybe that's it. But yeah, let's take a look at Vampire. Because if I remember it, the Vampire... Yeah, Bloodstrike puts them in the back. Yeah, do I want to have a Vampire instead of one of the Brides of Iratus? I'm thinking about this too hard. Let's just keep going with what I've got with this group. Okay, minions gain luck, accuracy, and evasion. That's pretty good. If the total sum of minions... minion levels in battles less than 21, after a victory, Iratus additionally gains 10% of the EXP from the current level. That's going to be really good for... a little while yet. Enemies lose armor and resistance until the battle ends, but I bet that's a use item. So go for the grappling hook, go for this sickle. I've already got enough EXP, so let's go for the grappling hook. Okay, so that's an artifact.
It embellishes my undead features, no?
Okay, and I don't need the jar. Alright, up we go. Battle group, go take him on. We got the healing from the Reaper to stave off the burn. So, maybe we'll work with the Blood Phantasm. When receiving direct damage, restore vigor to all allies. Maybe this guy would work with the Lich. Set my dudes on fire and then just go hella transfusion. That could work. Ooh. Target loses attack damage for every point of vigor that I'm missing. That's actually really cool. Okay, so we've properly thought of him. We can't set anybody on fire. Now, unless I'm mistaken, I can just stack think of him, yes? Yes, I can. Okay. That is a good thing to note. Okay. Ow. This is why I'm always a little iffy on the Brides of Iratus. They die so fast. I mean, they're great. They do a ton of damage, don't get me wrong. Let's see. Impale front boy. There we go. But yeah, they die so fast compared to almost everybody else. And it's just it's a little dicey for me keeping him around. I think there was an artifact that made it so they'd heal on crit.
This never gets old.
Let's see. The other one is, for every unfilled squad slot, minion receives armor resistance, attack dread. That would almost be interesting in and of its own. Just having a Lich on its own with boiling blood. And just see if I can solo things with him. So in this case, let's go for a door
My
him.
enemies are in for a nasty surprise.
Okay, and a little bit of HP because they die so fast. Okay, he's got a stat point, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him. Okay, well, first and foremost, go here, pull you out, put you back in. Yeah, I mean, it's a fine system. I'm pretty happy with what I've got. Just need a good means of keeping the brides alive. Okay, every time Iratus uses an active talent, Reaper increases spell power until the end of battle. Banshee restores vigor every time an enemy misses an attack against her. Ah! Let's go Pound of Flesh. Which is absurd. Okay, bonus question time. Where can this guy attack from? Almost anywhere. What I'm realizing is I could have an insanely stupid build, which is 3 Abominations and 1 Dark Knight. Oh, wouldn't that be a magical thing? Dark Knight in the back, just no tomorrowing, and 3 Abominations with Pounds of Flesh just sitting there doing Funeral March over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And then they can just decimate. They'd be very tanky. It would work really well. Do it. Let's build up some parts first, and then, yeah, we will. Because the Reaper is very much okay. The only immediate thing that I could think of as a detractor is it wouldn't be the greatest at physical damage. That said, I like this idea, and I want to play in this space. Okay, let's just do that. Oh, right. I can have them delay their actions. I totally forgot about that. Okay, Agony of Fire. Just mess with some of these boys. Okay, it is Funeral March.
Savor these last few heartbeats.
Because, yeah, he could just know tomorrow. Everybody else just heals. The only thing that we'd lose would be access to Soprano. And admittedly, having the Reaper... Okay, I think what we'll do is I'll start... I'll get one more Abomination, and we'll start with the Funeral March. I'll keep the Reaper around, just because he's great at team healing.
More materials. I didn't think it would be this.
And does like a decent chunk of damage even on its own. Okay. Because, yeah, we can just do Scythe of Death over and over again to just heal the whole party.
You know, if this keeps up, I'll be done.
Ooh, I like this idea.
Schedule.
Okay. Let's see. So, I guess I'll stick with her for a bit. They lose attack and evasion. Okay, so currently, so we can increase it so they lose 8 attack or 8 attack and evasion. Doesn't stack. Doesn't stack. I guess I'll do Crescendo. Okay, let's take a look at him, because he's got good horror. But we actually don't need him to invest in horror at this point. I guess I'll just do HP. This guy's the one that needs to invest in horror. And nothing more. Creation. Do we make another abomination? Mixed on a lot of these. Because, yeah, I want to do the abomination thing. It's real fun. On a conceptual level. I think I'm going to wait until I have really good parts. Or the banshee is injured. Because if only the banshee is hurt, then we just replace. Okay, so first and foremost, additional parts will drop. Good stuff. To the Dungan. 3 Digger Souls. I will take that gladly. Hey, and that means we can go to the graveyard and actually upgrade something. So, I don't think I don't have an unfrozen yet. And that one's a little bit too expensive. What about you? You take... I can get one of these. That's where I want to go. Otherwise, we could get... random part. Oh, no, it's the Dread Lake. This is the one. 10% chance to find a random artifact. So let's make a very quick banshee.
Useful if you can put up with their constant whining.
Azzy, weren't you going to upgrade the mortuary for healing?
Millennia has tainted
I mean, I was
the
going
waters
to.
around my tomb. I can feel something alive beneath the dark surface of the lake. Something I can use.
So, I was going to work on that, but in reality... Oh, right, I already deleted my previous Skellboy, so I gotta make another one. Okay, gotta go here. Let's see. You, in here, everything is good. So this way, I can have somebody training.
Skills from the subject. However, new knowledge can be taught through the application of controlled combat.
Okay, so we're gonna have the vampire just in there training, so that eventually I will actually use the vampire. Hello, fools. So, this guy's a bit of an issue, as... Oh, well, that sucks. Okay. Get rid of Candle Boy at the very least. So, in retrospect, I should put this guy behind. Yeah, the biggest problem is this dude. Because I can't set him on fire, and I can't stress him out. Which means I just have to hit him.
Strength through pain.
And then I'm going to do a dissection on this guy. Moves him to the front. Because he can do no tomorrow from the back. So I'm going to keep stressing out Candle Boy until he flips. Okay. Here we go. This is working better. This is working a lot better, because now we can do magic damage to everyone. Okay, he's properly spooked. Everybody is good. Huh. I'm gonna debuff the heck out of these guys with a funeral march.
Okay, there we go. So, This is what 1,000 years of evolution looks like? Pathetic.
Ow. Okay. You know what? He's taking a little bit too much damage. Let me see. Hollow Stare. Hit that guy. Armor absorbs. Scythe of Death. Let's get rid of... I mean, either of them? Oh. Should have been paying attention. I don't have enough wrath. I'm just gonna keep spooking at them. Let's see. So yeah, let's shield the Reaper, because he does fine enough damage and he heals himself.
One more for the stockpiles.
Okay, can I not do Scythe of Death? Why not? I'm actually confused by this one. Well, I guess I'll just stress him out. Continue stressing. There he goes. Keep guarding the Reaper. Yeah, I guess this is why just having multiple abominations would work. Because, yeah, I can just have them wail on enemies. They don't ignore armor, though, which is a bit of a spook. Oh, was I one raid short? Ah, I was. I must have been looking at my mana gauge instead. Well, at least we can just instigate that thing. Alright, we get a lot of goodies. So, well, I wasn't going to make the extra abomination immediately, but I think I'm going to. Let's see, what else did we get? Minion becomes immune to ignition. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, that works really well with the Lich business. Because I could totally have a Bone Golem and a Lich. Just as that duo, nothing more. Okay, so let's move the Reaper. I love the idea of him, and I will probably continue to use him here and there. Let's go back in here. Abomination. Other abomination. Oh, do we wanna no. We don't have nearly enough good parts. So I'll just make a basic dude. Yeah, 3 parts of any type into a new part. Higher our level and part quality, the better chance of getting an uncommon part or better. Yeah, so I'm just gonna be wasting parts otherwise. So I'm just gonna make a generic dude. No bonuses. Flesh boys, unite. Alright, this guy's got armor. Let's actually give him the big brain. How do I... Oh, brain. There we go. Okay. This does not stack, so that is the one issue with the... Abomination. But I wonder if I can do War March and Funeral March.
Me well,
so we're going to attempt that. Let's see, I'll give him a bit of damage. Okay, I think everything else is gold. Okay. Big Brain Abomination is a go. Do we want to... Yeah, let's go for Relic Seeker. Speaking of artifacts, do I have any new ones? I do. Extra spell power. After killing an enemy with a crit, minion gains 10% of EXP from the current level. Every time we use a spell, random enemy is stressed out. Heal up. After combat victory, all surviving minions gain additional EXP from the current level. So we probably want to drag that into a boss fight or something big. Speaking of, which direction do we want to go? This has got EXP, but the healing thing, which I don't care about. The real question is, do I have an elite fight? Either direction. No. Oh, we do. Front and center. I'm liking the look of... Maybe this path gets me a lot of parts and bits. Ah, but no cult bit. So, let's see if I can go left, zigzag, 2 cult groups, go right, hit the elite, go up. It's a long path, but it should be one that it should be a functional one. Okay, let's just fight these guys. Let's see. You can literally sell the hat for foodsies, though. This is a good point. Oh, there's an ogre. That's a new one. Okay. Let me see. I want to just do damage to these guys. Sanity is a problem. We could do hunger. Let's just have him wait. Okay, here we go. No tomorrow. Okay, so let's... Does Funeral March. Funeral March Crescendo. Works. But we cannot do War March. It does not work. Good to know. So the multi-abomination is not actually a good idea. They thought ahead. I have to have more of a mixed party. This is a tragedy.
You will soon embrace your new existence.
Let's see. Do I want to do anything? Nah, let's just slice up the ogre. Because, yeah, we want to do Funeral March. Oh, which does not stack. So we don't even want to do Funeral March repeatedly. Because that only works for 2 turns. Good to know. So I have to mix it up a little bit. This one only lasts for 1 turn. Oh. Yeah, so they've been Funeral March, so we can't do that again. I will keep that in mind. That's actually a lot better balance than I thought it was going to be. Let's see. No tomorrow? So we might want to look into other Group D buffers. That's somebody else we can mix in. Though realistically, I think we just want the Reaper. That's really what it all boils down to. Can I just eat the ogre? I can just eat the ogre.
Dust to dust.
Okay. So, I'm going to keep rolling with Green Boy. Which means this abomination... He goes elsewhere. I'll think about what to do with him. Oh, I never actually sent this Reaper off to heal, did I? Whoops. Well, you know what? Is what it is. I'll put him there. Do I have enough? Yeah. Let's make one of these guys so I can heal a bit more.
The pact is signed. Let's hope there was no fine print.
Okay, graveyard. This way both of these guys can actually properly heal.
Of bone.
We'll send them out. Let's see. Next up, we got 2 talent points. Alchemy? Yeah, for the better artifacts.
Reveal their secrets.
And we'll probably want to get the brain thing, maybe. And then I'll start heading for the... heals. Okay. To the chest. Select a boon. At the start of every combat, all minions gain block and ward for 2 turns. All minions gain attack and dread. All minions receive attack, dread, armor, and resistance. Talisman of Power is nuts. Why is this one so much better than Hatchet?
Oh, for my future
Maybe it's just the
kingdom.
slot that it gets put into. Well, it's 1,000 times better than that, so sure. Ooh. Iratus gains 6 additional common parts after a victory, one-time use. Ooh. That's real good. Alright, yeah, let's get rid of the stuff that gives me spell power. I don't think I really need it. Same thing with the spiked carapace. Carapace. Those are just a little too situational. And we'll get gray matter. And probably dark enlightenment. Save up for that. Increases the amount of wrath that Iratus gains in battle. Yeah, the more wrath moves we're just popping out, the better. Okay. While we're here, let's go artifacts. Let's just use this.
Finally, this item finds
Just get me a
its
bunch
way
of
into my capable
parts
hands.
relatively early. Especially because this group's a little underleveled. Okay. Oh no. Okay, do I have any of these that scoot me forward? I've got an impale. Because I really don't want them to be in the front. Man, that stun just does not... It never seems to want to work for me. I think this is the guy that keeps knocking me back. So let's set him on fire. Now how much... Wow, that's a huge damage buff. I never really thought about it, but yeah, you straight up could have a Bride of Iratus just in the back, buffing their damage like crazy. And becoming busted. Shit. Ow. Let's just heal. That really didn't help me nearly as much as I wanted. Oh, set them all on fire, if I can't. You're the wrong one for this. Set you on... Nope, that didn't work. Well,
Extinction of life.
that does the trick. That hurt. That hurt real
sad
bad.
display for mortal kind.
Then again, they are under-leveled-ish. Okay. So we want to have her here. We don't have to have the Dark Knight in the front, but he's a lot more durable than the other guys. Whoops. Let's pull that out. Oh. And while we're here, you heal, you heal. Blood Phantasm heals itself fairly commonly. Vigor equal to... So more damage, less healing, more healing.
I expect results.
Go more healing on you. And then probably just keep investing in sheer raw stats, nothing more. You are Spookman. Alright, I don't have enough... I don't have enough for too much. We're good. Okay. Yeah, let's keep rolling. Ooh, quest. Good luck, group. Maybe you can deal with this. Avoid combat. Nah. Seems you've stumbled across a guarded stash. A pack of humans is patrolling what looks to be a makeshift shed built into a cave. Thus far, they have not noticed you, which means that it's entirely up to you if you wish to engage. Then again, what possible valuables could they have that interest you. The best they can offer is... best they can likely offer is their cold, dead bodies. Still, you're curious. Fight! So, what does this game looks like Darkest Dungeon? It is Iratus, Lord of the Dead. It is kind of a more roguelike-y Darkest Dungeon, if that makes sense. But you're the bad guys instead. Okay, so no tomorrow. Get in with the crescendo.
Open their husks.
There we go. And so... I'm always curious why I can't do Funeral March. It doesn't seem to say no, unless I... Oh, wait. Maybe I've been taunted. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But yeah, so you have a whole host of undead spooks that you're using instead. Oh, he's got to be one of the back to do Funeral March. That's why we can't Funeral March right now. I wasn't paying attention. There we go. That's the stuff. Okay, do we wait? Yeah, let's do a Spectral Hunger. Heal him up a bit. Anyway, what does the DLC add? The DLC adds 2 new monster types. I'm using them in this fight. We got a Reaper and Abomination, and both of them are nuts. Well, let's see. Could do Intimidating Roar. Could just do a Slice. Whoo, that's some damage. It might have been why the second Abomination couldn't do their thing last time. Yeah, I wasn't paying full attention. That said... we don't really need the,
mop up the gore.
We don't really need
to see plants using it as fertilizer.
We don't really need the... Ooh. Improves minions' attacks or improves minions' vigor. Absolutely that. We don't really need the second Abomination. It was a neat idea, and I think it still could be quite good. But still. So let's do that. So, in battle, minions gain 5 vigor. Permanent. Yes! Alright, so note to self, maybe look into some quests. Those rewards are amazing. Because yeah, 5 vigor is way more than I can get from most fights, and that applies to even my weakest.